alhamdulillah, I be on go cause I come from the
Madden Football brings you the divisional rounds of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the 49ers and the Seahawks on Sunday night primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. A hand will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a look here now at their fourth-year quarterback.
And it wasn't really his best performance of the year in the wild card round last week. He just had the one touchdown pass, but he got the job done and his team advanced. For them to continue on to the championship round, though, he's going to need to take a few more chances with the ball downfield, push it a little bit more, and make sure his team finds its way into the end zone a few more times.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Now back to throw. Throw here's incomplete. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is third and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4. The number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And now it gets real. Because as a rookie quarterback, all those accolades and great performances in the regular season, they essentially go right out the window. They get erased, and you have to start over. Played extremely well to get the team the number 1 seed and the first-round bye. But this is where he proves himself as a quarterback in the NFL. In the playoffs, and can he win games?
Now a play fake here on first down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Will be incomplete.
That's the first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? Well, they're on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
Becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Hall ought to give up the middle. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. They go play action here on first down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, at the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. Oh, he shifts past him. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Well, Charles, you look at this offense, they're the #1 seed, a Super Bowl favorite, but it's hard to avoid the topic that this is a rookie quarterback under center making his first ever postseason appearance. Any concern level there?
Well, I would think that we'd all have some concern because, you know, a rookie quarterback, that's just not normal, right? But I think I'd be a lot more concerned if they were the 6 or 7 seed and had to go on the road and play in a hostile environment. What if it was cold outside? But here you've got a guy who's been solid all year, led them to all those wins, #1 seed. I think they have unquestioned belief in it. They also feel like they have a responsibility to help carry him along as well.
That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jamar Chase. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well. And by association, a bright future for the franchise, too.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Back to throw here. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Kamara up the middle. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Kamara off the draw. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. James has got it. Complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will stay at a 7-point game. So an 8-play drive gets him down there, but play number 9, that winds up a missed field goal.
And they definitely moved the ball well. That's a drive where you hate to come away with nothing.
And out now come the Seahawks. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw here. He gets it underneath to Hall. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got a man open, it's Chase. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Here's a 2nd and 7. Open man is Chase, complete. And the Seahawks are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
It doesn't matter where on the field he is. Even down here in the red zone, he is still slippery with the ball in his hands. And he was almost able to work his way into the end zone. Instead, they'll have to settle for 1st and goal, but they'll take it.
They'll run with Hall. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Breece Hall taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's good to make it 14-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Niners set to take over on offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. He put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air, escaping the pressure right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as the tackle made here at the 36.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 2nd and 9 now. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
Holding offense.
Well, penalties don't usually hurt as much as that one does. That is a monster gain wiped out by the flag.
And you and I both know that an offense only gets a couple of those big moments in a normal game. You've got to take advantage of them. And when you give one away because of an avoidable penalty, that's a major disadvantage. It just steals away every bit of momentum you just generated with that play.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. The throw over the middle, taken in. And they're going to get this up to midfield. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Completes it again to Gage. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they will begin in field goal range already as they search for a potential score. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 1. Drops this underneath. It's Mitchell. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round. Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Another big play here as they strike for 31.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll set up to throw. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 33. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that payoff in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he may have given those 6 yards right back as they're going to get to him well behind the line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Pass is tipped, but he's still able to bring it in. He's got room at the 30. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, this is a case of improper form from a tackling perspective, because when you get ready to go up against a back like this, everyone has to be able to understand you've got to be able to slow him down and let the cavalry come to the rescue.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Alvin Kamara taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Niners have got it back to within a score. PAT up and good by Rosas. And this is back to a 5-point game. So that drive, 4 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Fielded right around the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the 2nd half. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. They'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team and put points on the board. Those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
A give running right is Hall. He's got it to the 43 here. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Hall again on 2nd down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down. That sets it for 1st and goal.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. On the counter, it's Hall. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw here. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Intended for number 85, incomplete. It's now 4th down and
And this one is right through. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So 3 points response there to that opening touchdown this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the 2nd half and take over.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is fielded at the 27. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jamar Chase over to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
And the hitch route is run really well. That jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space. All you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. On second down, a run with Hall. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll run with Hall. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 93 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Touchdown! DK Metcalf. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Back to throw now on 1st down. They'll get this out to Kamara. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. And his pass, incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and the deficit will hold at 15. So make it 2 missed field goals for him now, but I have the sense, given that distance, you could probably forgive him here on this one.
Yeah, this is out of the range of just about anybody on planet Earth except probably you, partner. But you just got to drive it out low and hope that somehow you hit it absolutely perfect. But no real chance for this one to go through.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was Let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
Now a dump off here complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Second and long. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. On third down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. And out now come the Seahawks. And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. They'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Completes it again to Gage. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. He'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
The throw over the middle taken in. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Back to throw again. It's brought in by Harris. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw here. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Ball again on 2nd down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. So now the Niners down on the scoreboard. 1:44 to go. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. Right? This is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Again, he'll drop to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Seahawks are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field.
And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. The Seahawks, they are moving on as we say so long, everybody.